Welcome to the UK Defence Journal Weekly Briefing. The following is a rundown of our most popular news items for the last week. The biggest military exercise in the UK, Joint Warrior, has had a hugely successful opening first week, say the Royal Navy. The exercise runs through a range of scenarios, including crisis and conflict situations that could be realistically encountered in operations, disputed territory, terrorist activity, piracy, and more. More than 8,000 military personnel from 13 nations, nearly 40 ships and submarines, and 60 aircraft are taking part in Joint Warrior 19. The huge force spent the first week getting to know each other and learning to operate as a team, despite gale force winds and heavy seas battering the huge exercise area stretching from the Clyde estuary to Cape Wrath. Brigadier Matt Jackson, 3 Commando Brigade's commanding officer, said, "A task group like this keeps the enemy guessing. You're never quite sure where we're going to land. That creates uncertainty in your opponent's mind, and we have a big punch as well if we decide to use it." HMS Albion is currently heading a task group including HMS Defender, HMS Kent, RFA Lyme Bay, RFA Tide Race, and hundreds of Royal Marines from 3 Commando Brigade. Another popular item is the news that BAE Systems is offering its Queen Elizabeth class aircraft carrier design to the Indian Navy. Speaking at the 2019 Enquiries International Maritime and Aerospace exhibition last week, a BAE Systems representative confirmed that the company is offering its Queen Elizabeth class aircraft carrier design to the Indian Navy. The Indian government is understood to have a requirement for a carrier in the 65,000 tonne range, similar to HMS Queen Elizabeth, to be known as the INS Vishal. The BAE Systems official said that the firm is pleased to have begun discussions with India about the potential for basing development of the second indigenous aircraft carrier project on the Queen Elizabeth class design. The design is adaptable to offer either ski jump or catapult launch, and can be modified to meet Indian Navy and local industry requirements, say BAE. The UK carrier design has now been proven at sea and is a near match to the Indian Navy's requirement for a 65,000 tonne carrier with integrated full electric propulsion that could be constructed under the country's Make in India programme. As we reported previously, Indian Navy officials recently visited BAE Systems shipyard at Rosyth near Edinburgh. Indian Admiral Lamba was given a tour of HMS Queen Elizabeth and an insight into how the Royal Navy worked with key industrial partners to develop the aircraft carrier and her sister ship HMS Prince of Wales. Thirdly, it was announced earlier in the week that British F-35B aircraft will head to Cyprus later this year for their first overseas deployment. The UK currently owns 17 F-35B aircraft, with the reformed 617 Squadron having arrived back in the UK last year. Defence Secretary Gavin Williamson said, "These formidable fighters are a national statement of our intent to protect ourselves and our allies from intensifying threats across the world." This deployment marks an important milestone in the aircraft's journey to becoming fully operational. Chief of the Air Staff, Air Chief Marshal Sir Stephen Hiller said, "It is great to see 617 Squadron, the modern-day dam busters, flying the most advanced and dynamic fighter jet in the UK's history, and about to start their first overseas deployment. I have no doubt that this short deployment will offer many tests, but likewise I am confident that our highly trained and skilled personnel will rise to the challenge and confirm our ability to deliver truly formidable capability." Admiral Sir Philip Jones, KCB, ADC, DL Royal Navy, First Sea Lord and Chief of Naval Staff, said, "This first overseas deployment of these world-beating British F-35B aircraft to RAF Akrotiri together with their embarkation in HMS Queen Elizabeth for the first time in the autumn of this year, are important milestones to improve their readiness for deployed operations anywhere in the world in defence of our national interests. The Ministry of Defence say that more F-35B jets are due in Britain over the coming years, and there is an overall plan to procure 138 aircraft over the life of the programme.